just qualify that accused 1 and 2 for 2019 and accused number 3 in 2014.
Manje ke umbiko lana wakamangalelo wokuqala noma ke umbiko wamakhala ekhukhwini wakamangalelo wokuqala nomangalelo wesibili uyaveza noma ke uyakhombisa ukuthi ke mhla ka 2019 baye babakhona kuzo lezi indawo esikhulume ngazo kanti ke bese umangalelo wesithathu yena wake wabakhona kulezo indawo lezo ngonyaka ka 2014.
As it is the court, my lord. This supposition is very vague and embarrassing because cell phone records would indicate who is calling and from what place. Cell phone records would indicate who is receiving the call from the one that is calling from a particular place and where the recipient is. Just to say that 2019 and the period that is stated by the state would indicate that 1 and 2, they were in these areas which were mentioned here. It's very unfair because the state needs to be very specific. The court deals with specifics here, not general issues. State has got to say that on this day, there's a call that was made by accused number 1. He was at this place, and it was received by this person. He was at this place. Not just to say, no, the calls indicated that they were at this particular place.
Yes. My lord, that evidence has already been traversed. For our purpose, we just wanted to find out from the witness if he knows those names, my lord. That's
When was it traversed?
Well, Ms. Pinky Filligam referred to the cell phone records of the accused, and they've also been handed up, my lord. There's no point in taking this witness through those calls, as he will not be in the position to proffer any comment, my lord.
Now, my lord, the challenge is, if there is no point in taking this witness through those calls, why then put it to the witness that evidence shows that at a particular time, accused 1 and 2, they were at those areas where this witness says he knows them. And the state says, no, the purpose of this exercise of asking this witness as to whether or not he knows these areas was simply to ask him if he knows these areas. Not any other thing to show that accused number 1 and number 2 at a particular point they've been at that particular area. This is, it's so, I'm short of weight, my lord, to explain what this actually is. But very unfair.
Sorry, if I understand Mr. Baloyi, he says when Pinky Filligam was testifying, he specifically also testified about the cell phone records of accused number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
And then that's where that evidence was traversed.
Yes, and if Advocate Mnisi wants to distill any further details from the witness, he's by all means at liberty to do so, but he cannot prescribe how and what information we need to put on record. We've indicated that for our purpose, my lord, we just wanted to put those tower names on record. That's all that we want to take up with this witness.
The state says this indicates that at a particular timing point or at a particular period, accused number 1 and 2, they were at a particular place, they were at these places that the state is mentioning. The state does not say that, no, Mr. Zungu. Actually, we just wanted to show that at a particular point, there was testimony from Mrs. Filligam that that the names of these places that you mentioned, that you say you know them, at some stage they were also mentioned as the recipient of cell phones of particular individuals in this court. Specific that accused number 1 and 2, they were at that particular point. Now, my concern is cell phone records. They say at this point, accused number 1 is phoning. Where is he? It is indicated. At this point, accused number 2 is phoning. He is at this point. Does that information say that at a particular point when he was calling, he was at Matabatini, Watpeza, or at the monarch's place? That's my concern. it's leading to this witness to say, information shows that at that particular point, they were at these areas where this witness is confirming to be knowing. And in any event, what does that have to do with this witness? Whether they were there or they were not there,
But
what does that have to do with this
some of
witness?
us didn't understand the evidence given by Pinky Tellingham.
Maybe.
Pinky Tellingham, when he was
Maybe.
giving evidence, cell phone evidence,
Yes.
he used to mention that this number got in touch with this number at such and such an age, at such and such a time, and the poll which was registered is this and this poll. Is that not what was happening?
But what does that
No,
have
no,
to
just
do
wait.
with
I want
this
to-
witness?
No, no, I just want to.
No. What
Mr.
does that have to do with
Mr.
this witness?
You don't have to argue with me.
No, the court has allowed the state to
No,
get
no,
away with
don't
murder
argue with
on
me.
a number of
Don't
occasions.
argue with
I'm
me.
not arguing with
What
the
are you
court.
doing?
I'm not arguing
The
with
other day
the
you
court.
pointed
No,
me like this.
No, I am saying
The
that
other
on a
day you
number of
argued
occasions,
with
this
me
court has
and
allowed
pointed
the
me
state
like this.
to get away with murder.
Mr. Baloyi, is that not how the evidence was adduced?
Well, indeed, my lord, and we're just merely explaining the relevance of.
Can I approach you as
Yeah, fine.
We're just merely explaining the basis of why we were asking this
Yeah,
witness about those names. As a court.
My lord, Mr. Mnube is saying Mr. Baloyi is wrong when he says that in 2014, that is accused number 3, when he says that in 2014, his cell phone record shows that at some point in time was at these areas that Mr. Zungu has been requested to confirm to be knowing.
No, my lord, here the cell phone records.
Yeah, you know what?
Anyone can have a look.
Yeah, just do it for my purposes, not that I don't understand the evidence. Just take each and every number of every one of these accused persons, and then tell us what Tellingham said about the location, the towers, the recipients, the time. Okay.
As a court, please, my lord.
Yeah.
Starting with accused number 3.
Right. It's on which page? Also tell the page so that people who are saying there's nothing
It's
like that
page
can
65.
Page 65, right?
Yes, of
Okay.
184.
Page 65.
Yes, of
And- yeah.
184.
Line.
Line 7
Okay.
shows the number 072 766
Right.
8169, which is on record as being used by accused number 3.
Right.
On the 15th of December
Yeah.
2014 at 10:19:54, it's received an incoming call, an MTC, from the number 072917627, and the tower is reflected as 2G Nongoma, KZN1.
Right. 2G. Nongo.
Yes,
That's the tower. Right?
yes.
Fakazi ke obuvelayo la obaletha ke uye ke uPinki owaselethela ke imlando yemakhalekhukhwini yabamangalelwa uyasho ke ukuthi ku page number 65 line number 7 number 0727668169 ke ngomhla ka 15 kuDisemba kunyaka ka 2014 ngo 10:19:54 yathola ke ucingo oluvela kwinumber 07291722297 ebonisa ke ukuthi iyakusendaweni ke yakwaNongoma.
Well, I'm just wondering if maybe we cannot, if there isn't a way just to truncate the evidence, just to make copies of
No.
this
Take it on
exhibit.
record.
As a
Because
copy,
people will
please.
think this judge is stupid. I'm not stupid. I listen to the evidence. And I understand evidence. Started dealing with cell phone evidence in the 1990s.
Then the
As it please the court, I'm going to request an adjournment so I attend to Mr. Mnube because I can't be
No,
moving up and down.
No, we can see Mr. Ngube, no problem.
Wow. What we've just witnessed in that exchange is nothing short of unbelievable. Advocate Mnisi stood his ground with calm confidence, raising a simple, logical point, that the cell phone record supposition being pushed was vague, untested, and honestly embarrassing for a court of law. And instead of entertaining clarity, instead of allowing the issue to breathe, we saw Judge Ratha leap in with force, not to guide the process, but to defend Baloyi in a way that felt heated, personal, and unnecessarily aggressive. This is supposed to be a courtroom, not a battlefield where one side is protected and the other side is attacked for simply asking for transparency. Moments like these make you question, is this still a fair trial? Are we watching justice unfold? Or are we watching a power struggle masquerading as justice? Mnisi didn't shout. Mnisi didn't lose his temper. He made a point, and the reaction he received was explosive. And that, right there, tells you everything about the climate inside this courtroom. This trial is testing the very foundations of what justice should look like. And honestly, scenes like this remind us why it's so important for ordinary people, you, watching right now, to stay informed, to stay engaged, and to keep questioning. Because when powerful people lose their objectivity, it is the public that must hold the spotlight steady. Was it necessary for the judge to react the way he did? Was Baloyi justified to ask Absalom Zungu about those cell phone records? Are the Mayiwas going to get justice? Leave your thoughts down below. To everyone who watches these breakdowns, who comments, who shares your insights, thank you, truly. Your voice matters more than you think. You keep the conversation alive. You hold the system accountable. And every time you show up here, it strengthens this community. I appreciate every single one of you taking the time to tune in. You could be watching anything else, but you choose to be here, and that means the world to me. If you're enjoying this content and you want to see this channel grow even stronger, make sure you're subscribed. Drop a like on the video. Leave your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. And if you want to go the extra step in supporting this work, consider joining the channel. It helps me keep producing these breakdowns, upgrading the quality, and bringing you the truth with no filter. Together, we're building something powerful, a community that refuses to look away when justice is being distorted. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Let's keep going. I'm Skybreach. Until next time, goodbye.